first hot caramel apple spice of the month. It is officially December. And this is so good. Got Santa mug out. So freaking good. If you guys watched my previous vlog, I already gave you guys the deets about my hot caramel apple spice. Do I got some on my lip? Because I used to be a Starbucks barista. So I had to start making these at home because they're so good and so addicting. Go view my vlog where I'm prepping for Bookmas and you will get all of the details on my hot caramel apple spice that you guys are going to be seeing pretty much in every video. Welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Brandy, and today we're doing a fun bookish video. Today I'm doing a book scavenger hunt within my reading room on my shelves, and I have a list of I have a whole bunch of sticky notes, and on each sticky note we have a Christmas prompt with a little, so it's like a title. Is it a title? So a Christmas prompt followed by a bookish prompt to match that Christmas prompt. And so I made a lot of sticky notes. I forget how many questions it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 questions, 13 sticky notes, and I'm going to do a scavenger hunt on my bookshelves, and I'm going to bring you guys along with me. It's going to be fun. All of these topics are Christmas topics, obviously, because it's officially that season, that time of the year. And what I'm going to do is do the scavenger hunt with you guys on camera, and then we're going to come back over here and debrief so that we can talk about all of the books that I found. So while I am looking for the books, I'm not going to show you the titles that I pulled. I'm just going to tell you guys what the prompt is, and then I will pull a book from that prompt. I'm going to have a stack going. Then we're going to come back over here, finish my hot apple cider, and go over each book that I pulled from my shelves. Some of these are going to be new books that I probably hadn't read yet, and that's why I'm calling them new, because I hadn't read them yet. Some of them are going to be books that I have read. And then if I don't have a book physically that matches a prompt, then I'm just going to place the ebook on the screen so that you guys can see it, because I read a lot of ebooks and I wrote all these prompts down, and I know maybe 1 or 2 of these prompts I don't have a physical book for. However, I've read a book to kind of relate to that prompt. So this is going to be very fun. Disclaimer, I'm a mom. I have kids. So you might hear my daughter in the background. You might hear my son in the background. And then I live in a neighborhood where people like to do their yards on the weekend. So you might hear somebody outside doing their yard. So yeah. Just giving you a little disclaimer. I've been trying to prevent background noise, and I just really can't. I can only do what I can do. So anyway, I'm gonna turn you guys around, and we're gonna get into this scavenger hunt because I'm excited. I've been waiting to do this video with you guys, and yeah, so let me turn the camera around and let's get started. Okay, you guys, so behind me I have my desk that has a bookshelf. I usually have my mini bookshelf here, and then this down here is a bookshelf. I usually have books here. You guys have seen them in my background videos, but I moved all of those books over there so that I can start putting knickknacks over there. So I got a bookshelf here, bookshelf there, stack of books here, my main bookshelf behind me. I also have a bookshelf over there, my reading cart over there, and then I just said the bookshelf over there. I'm going to try to pull from what's behind me instead of going around where you guys can't see, because I'm not about to turn this camera around because it's a holiday mess in here. So still drinking on my hot caramel apple spice, and I have my sticky notes. So the first one is So the prompt is red, gold, green, and it's a book with any combination of those colors on the cover. So let's see. Now, I already have my Christmas read sitting up here, but that does not have the combination of that book. I mean, those colors. Red, gold, and green. I have gold. I have some red books. I have yellow, which I guess can pass off as gold. Can y'all even see me? I'm talking, but y'all can't see me. Let me see, because I'm over here. So I'm over here and I'm looking at these stacks over here. Now I have a book down here with yellow, red, and green. So we might have to use yellow for gold, but I have some books over here too. So let's see. No, that one got pink on it. No. Not that. Oh, found one. I found one. I found one. I found one. I'm gonna show you guys the titles once I'm done with the scavenger hunt. Okay, let's see. Carol singing. What is your favorite Christmas carol? This Christmas, the Chris Brown version. I love all versions, but for the sake of this video, we're gonna say This Christmas by Chris Brown. Pick a book with a title that includes a word from that song. This Christmas. So I need to find a book that has the word either this or Christmas in it. Now, I can tell you off top, I don't have a book that says Christmas because I don't really do a lot of Christmas holiday reads. This will be my first year kind of getting into that genre. So now I'm gonna have to find a book with the word this on it. So I'm gonna sit this down. I wanna take this sticky note. This. No. The. Oh, This Poison Hearts. The Woman in the Library. The Vanishing Half. The Darkest Child. Never Lie. I'm looking behind you guys. I'm really trying not to pull anything from behind you guys because you can't see, but I might have to. I found one from over there. So yeah, I'll show you guys. Next, Christmas Trees and Wreaths, a book that features nature as a character. So they mean like a tree being a character in a book? I don't think I've read anything with nature as the main character. Maybe a theme, but the character, like a talking tree, a talking flower, I don't think so. But I do have one in mind for like a theme, a magical theme. So yeah, let me go grab it. Next one. The prompt is sending cards. So like sending Christmas cards, a favorite letter writing or email sending book you read this year or want to read next year. What's funny is I just read 2 books with email sending, but I do not own them physically. That is so funny. I don't own a book with email sending correspondence or letter writing. Letter writing? I do have a letter writing one. Now that I think about it. Yes, let me grab that. Mistletoe, a book that features one-sided love. I didn't get real down and petty with this one because I could pick up a book that in a title literally gives one-sided love, or I could pick up a book that ain't no way you really love me if you did that. So I can go one or two ways. I think I'm gonna pick both of them up just so that I can show you guys. But I can go with it's one-sided love in a title you already know it's one-sided love. And then I can go with if you did that, you couldn't have loved me. So one is over there and one is behind me. I'm gonna grab those. All right, Santa Claus, a book that features a character who's not really likable but enduring anyway. I can go petty with this one too, but because I already used this petty thought for the last prompt, I need to dig deeper. So a book that features a character who's not really likable but enduring anyway. We're just gonna go with it. Ooh, an unlikable character, because I feel like if we didn't like you in a book, we continued reading because you were legit an unlikable character, meaning the author did their thing with writing your character and we hated you, but we continued to read it because the story made it endearing anyway. That's how I'm thinking about it. That's how I'm thinking about it. So I got one for that. I got one for that. The mess I'm going to have to clean up when I'm done with this video is scaring me. A stack of books just fell. Look at that. A stack of books. A stack of books just fell. Let's continue. So, a novelty scene. A family-based historical fiction. Family-based historical fiction? I have not read a family-based historical fiction. Like at all. The historical fiction I read had nothing to do. A family-based historical fiction. I mean, kinda. We talked about their family, kind of like a found family, but not necessarily Their family, a family-based historical fiction. I got one, and it's an ebook. I got one. It's an ebook, so when we get to that one, I'll let y'all know what that is. I'm gonna speed this up because I hear my son. So the next one is Elf on the Shelf. A book on your shelf that catches your eye all the time, but you never pick it up. Ooh. That catches my eye all the time and I never pick it up. I got it. I had to go behind y'all for this one. To my other shelf over there. All right, moving on. Christmas movies. Favorite adaptation or a book you would like to be adapted? Easy peasy. Ugly Sweaters, a book that made you laugh out loud. Ooh, a book that made me laugh out loud. Do I got one over here? I don't see any. I don't even know why I keep looking over there because those are just books that I have not read. Back there is my TBR card. A book that made me laugh out loud over here. See, I think I'm too serious for a little rom-com funny type book. I don't go for rom-coms because to me they're not really funny, they be lame. But we're gonna try. Eggnog, a book you love that everyone seems to hate, or vice versa. See, I can go one or two ways with that one because there is a book that I love that everyone hates, but then I also still own a book that a lot of people love that I hate. So I think I'm gonna pick both of them up so that we can just laugh about it because, yeah, I got that. Exchanging gifts. A book you read this year and thought this will be perfect for. Easy. And the last one says Christmas cookies, share by tagging some friends. So if you gotten this far in the video, I'm tagging you, especially if you're a booktuber and you're doing some type of Christmas content this year, Bookmas, Vlogmas, whatever. Even if you're not doing Bookmas, but you want to do something fun and festive, I'm tagging you to do this video. And now I'm about to go back over to my couch so we can go over the books that I picked up during this fun scavenger hunt. And y'all definitely finna hear my son in the background now. Sound like he just got done eating his breakfast. All right, so let's get started. A prompt that I had to pull was red, gold, green, a book with any combination of those colors on the cover. And I went with She Wouldn't Wait by Lori Lynn White. Y'all, isn't this book so pretty? Like, this cover eats. The green is so vibrant. Like, whoever did this cover, they ate when they did this. The nails, the red in the nails, the green color, the gold ring, because yes, okay? So, I hadn't read this book yet. I think this is by an indie author. I was gifted this book, and let's see. this is the one that I went with. And I don't really want to read the synopsis because it's going to make the video super long. But if you read this book, let me know how'd you like this book down in the comments. I really want to make this book top priority next year because it's cute. It's very cute. So yeah, here is my green, gold, and red book. Okay, so the next one was Carol singing What Is Your Favorite Christmas Carol? And I said This Christmas by Chris Brown. Is that even a Christmas carol though? No, I think that's just a Christmas song. Do people go around caroling singing This Christmas? Or do they sing all the other, we wish you a Merry Christmas, listen, we're gonna call this Christmas a carol. So I went with This Christmas. And it's pick a book with a title that includes a word from that song. Like I told you guys earlier, I don't have any Christmas books, so I knew I was gonna have to pick up a book with the word this in the title. So I went with This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. And if you know, you know, this was one of my favorite books this year. 5 stars, hands down. And the next one was Christmas Trees and Wreaths, a book that features nature as a character. So with this one, I got pretty silly, and I'm like, the main character being a tree, the main character being a flower, what? So I picked up a fantasy novel where the main character has magic pertaining to gardens, flowers, trees, and things of that nature. So I went with this Poison Heart. As you guys know, me and baby girl did a buddy read with this book, and we actually finished the entire duology. The main character, Bree, in here, she has some type of magical, I don't want to say powers, but she makes flowers, trees, and gardens grow, literally. So I thought that was perfect for this prompt. The next one is A Nativity Scene, a family-based historical fiction. And I don't own this one physically, but I'm going to go with this perfect, is it The Perfect Child or Perfect Child by Daniel Black?
Editing brand here. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. Perfect Child. I obviously meant Perfect Peace by Daniel Black. What child, girl, what?
Because it's centered around family, multiple kids, holidays. So I went with that one. The next one is Sending Cards, a favorite letter writing or email sending book you read this year or want to read next year. So I told you guys, I literally just finished 2 books where they were sending emails back to back. And one was The Neighbor Favor by Christina Forrest, and then the other one was Beautiful Broken Love by Shanora Williams. Those 2 were emails. They were corresponding via email, but I actually had 2 books. I forgot about these, but they were books I've previously read with letter writing, and I went with Dear Martin by Nick Stone, and I actually have Dear Justice as well. Dear Martin, he's writing letters to Martin Luther King, and then the other one, he's getting correspondence back to him because his name is Justice, so he's getting letters written back to him, and he's writing letters back to, I forget who he writes letters to in that one, but yeah. So in this one, he's writing letters to Martin Luther King. So this one I went kind of petty with. I picked 2 options for this one, and it was Mistletoe, a book that features one-sided love. Now, I'm going to start with, it's obviously one-sided love in the title, and it's Cheaters by Eric Jerome Dickey. Now, I read this book back in high school, picked this book up recently, like this year, from the Goodwill bookstore, and I plan to reread it. But it's obviously some one-sided love in this one if somebody cheating, right? Right. And the other one is Magnolia Parks, because if you know, you know, like BJ, that's all I'm gonna say. It's BJ. So if you know, you know. So I went with that one. The next one was the topic was Santa Claus, a book that features a character who's not really likable but enduring anyway. And I'm going to go with the mom in The Darkest Child. I hated her, but we had to know her story to understand why she was doing the things that she was doing. And she was a very important part of the story. And yeah, I hated the mom though. I wanted to turn her every which way but loose. This is a book that's on my shelf that I love, but I can never reread again because it's heartbreaking and it can be triggering for some. And I guess it triggers me to be heartbreaking because I picked it up and I caught myself trying to read it again and I almost started crying. Like, I can't. But the mama in here, if she was for real in real life, ooh, child, I want to strangle that lady. And this book, how long is this book? Because it's a thickie. It's thick, but it's only 387 pages. But it's pretty thick. But yeah, if you know, you know. Next topic is Elf on the Shelf. A book on your shelf that catches your eye all the time, but you never pick it up. Y'all, when I made 1K subscribers, I bought this book for myself as a gift because I've been wanting to read this book. This book has just been eyeing me down every time I see people post reviews about it. And now I got it on my shelf and I have not even picked it up yet. And it's still eyeing me down because it's so pretty. And it's their Vicious Games. Isn't it pretty? So pretty. And every time I look at it, I be like, girl, you gotta put this on your priority list for 2025. Like, you need to hurry up and read this one. The next prompt is Christmas movies, favorite adaptation or a book you would like to be adapted. Easy. Easy. Come on. Razor Blade Tears by S.A. Cosby. This will make for a good movie, okay? All of us, all the Bookish girls and guys in the community, we are like, where's the movie at? We need the movie. I'm going to be the first one in line to get a ticket to go to the movies to see this. And I don't even really go to the movies, but if this one hit the scene, I'd be there for sure. Ugly Sweaters, a book that made you laugh out loud. And I'm going to go with Love and Lessons. This book I read, I think, during back to school time. So like August, September. It's pretty much a rom-com, a spicy enemies to lovers rom-com is what it say on the back. So I think this is probably the only rom-com that I actually own because like I was saying earlier, to me, rom-coms are kind of silly. So yeah. Eggnog, a book you love that everyone seems to hate or vice versa. And I love that the prompt has this question, eggnog, a book that you love that people seem to hate, because I don't drink eggnog, but a lot of people love it. I don't like eggnog. I drink coquito, and that's like a Puerto Rican eggnog. My sister makes it for me, and I'm actually waiting on my batch now. I do not drink eggnog. I've never drank eggnog. It was always so disgusting to me. But then when she started making the coquito, she knows I need a batch every single year. So I'm currently waiting on that. So it's a book you love that everyone seems to hate. And I'm going to go with You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty. Y'all know I love this book down. I talk about it any chance I get. I gave it a 5 stars. This is one of those ones that if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you just don't. And that's okay. Because I feel like the people who just didn't truly get it is the people who hate the book because they didn't truly get it. They thought this was going to be a romance novel and it's far from that. So yeah, love this book down. But then I picked another book, and if you guys been on my channel for a while, you already know. A lot of people love this book and I hated it. I think I gave this a 2.5 or 2 stars, Birthday Girl. And I know y'all like, why do you still got that book? Every time you talk about that book, you say you gonna unhaul it. Why? Because I'm waiting to do my unhaul at the very end of the year. So yes, this book will not be getting talked about anymore in 2025. And the last prompt that requires a book is exchanging gifts. A book you read this year that you thought this would be perfect for. And I'm going to go with The Good Lie by A.R. Torrey. I was in the middle of this book, text my mother-in-law, and was like, you need this book. She hurried up and bought the book. As soon as I was telling her she needs to read the book, I could have bought it for her. She could have borrowed mine. But she hurried up and bought the book immediately. Ate the book up in one day, y'all. Literally loved it. She even bought the other book that everybody's been reading by the author. I think it's The Last Party or something like that. So yes, when I read this, I just was like, yeah, my mother-in-law is going to eat this book up. And she did. She loved it. And this was definitely a 5-star read for me. And the last one was Christmas cookies. And again, if you've gotten this far into the video, I hope you're looking down in the description box for these questions and these prompts, because I want you guys to do this video too. I'm not going to tag anybody because I know we probably all got things going. And we're probably doing all our own little Christmas trendy topics for Bookmas and for Vlogmas. But if you have time, do this one. I'm sharing it with you guys. I'm virtually tagging it with you guys. And I really hope you guys like this fun video. It was fun for me. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, ta-ta.